So are
Mm-hmm.
there any actual physical systems, like you talked about time blocking? Are there
Mm-hmm.
actual systems, whether it be, when you were logging in, I saw there was a note taker here that's a part of your sessions, right? So are there
Mm-hmm.
any actual tangible systems that people can have easy access to that you utilize that you find have been such a great help in you building these time management systems that, you would recommend or encourage people to implement to really help support them when it comes to managing their time?
Yeah, so of course the systems are going to vary depending on your business and your
Mm-hmm.
lifestyle, but generally some great ones that I recommend is having some type of digital calendar that you use.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say that some people love physical planners. I used to love physical planners. I was a physical planner girl. I would buy the cutest planners. But what I noticed was I may leave the planner at home. I may leave it in this bag, that bag. So it wasn't always something I had with me. But if you're someone who keeps the planner with you, you can have a planner. I think that works really well. But what I love about digital calendars is that they're with you everywhere. You always have your phone on you, your laptop on you, something digital on you. So you might as well have a digital calendar. I personally love Google Calendar. I like the capabilities of it. You can have people book calendar meetings on there for you. And a lot of people use Google Calendar just for meetings, but I think it's really great for tasks. Like I said, to time block things out and put it on your calendar. Another tool I love to use is a project management tool.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have a background in that, so I love project management. I love account management. I love like treating your life like a project, because when we think project management, sometimes, especially if we're a corporate, we think, well, I don't have that much going on to be putting in a project management software. You absolutely do, especially if you have children and or
Mm-hmm.
a family. You have a lot going on that you can be putting in and breaking down all the different tasks that need to get completed. So my project management tool that I like to use is a mixture of ClickUp that I use for my business, because I also have a shared business with my husband. So we have to have everything in there for our employees, for ourselves, and everything. And then I like to use something called Sunsama. That is more of a task management system. So it pulls in everything. It ties into your Gmails, your email accounts, your project management account. So like where if my ClickUp tasks also get pulled into this software, it is a one-stop shop to kind of pull everything in. And you can take the tasks that you have and you can organize it by day, and you can subtask, you can move it onto the calendar. I mean, it's just like my favorite all-in-one tool to utilize. When you're first using it, it can be a little daunting, like how do I work this? But it's really simple. I actually did a tutorial on my YouTube, but it's really simple to figure out. And then once you do, it is like my go-to. If there's ever something that I'm like, oh, I want to do this one day, it goes in my Sensama, because they have a backlog of like, you can put a place where you can put like, these are things I want to do in 5 years, things I want to do next year, things I want to do in the quarter. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop of, you can keep everything in a running list, and then you can actually allocate it to days so that it actually happens. So that is one of my favorite tools when it comes to task organization. Now, when it comes to just systems around your lifestyle, we can go through so many, right? Because we can have systems for our home, meaning like our laundry, our meals, our grocery shopping, our activities, right? So I like to think about all these different things at the top of the month. When do I want my grocery shopping to be? I pick a day that works best for the day. Works best for like the family. And then I also think about, okay, who do I need to watch my child at times, right? Because I don't have family close. So I typically need to either hiring someone out, or if I'm asking my niece that I do actually have close to me.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking through like all these different things. When is laundry going to be? What day am I folding clothes versus washing clothes? Like all of this gets put on the calendar. Nothing is just left to chance when it comes to lifestyle. And I think everyone should have this type of rhythm. When is my cleaning lady coming, right? Like how often am I doing tidying up every single day? When am I getting a massage? When am I getting my hair done? When am I getting, like, nothing? It's like not thought of. Anything self-care related that I need to make decisions on, I'm making that early in the month. And the same goes for business as well. I'm also thinking through, what are the main projects coming up this month? When am I filming content? When am I organizing content? And like for me right now, obviously I'm in a transitional phase where like I'm pregnant. So it's like my hours have gotten shipped down. I'm not working as optimal as I usually would be, but I'm still like, okay, with the couple hours of energy I have a day, what are my main tasks I'm getting done for the day?
Okay, that's good. I love that. And I love that you got into the practicality because that's actually where I was going to go with it next, the practicality of running things. And I love the fact that you brought in, starting the month and really just laying out, the land. Like, what does the land look like? What are our goals? What are they? And then you're chopping that up into weekly, things, daily goals, etc. When you talk about putting everything on the calendar, are you putting that on the same Google Calendar? And then are you color coding it? Because for some people that can be overwhelming to see everything, you know what I mean? So for you, are you putting it all in one place and then now it's color coded? Like, what's the system? If someone's looking at it, they were like it sounds almost like you can hand this over to a house manager and say, hey, I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks, here it is, this is my life, this is what it looks like, this is how you run it. Where is that and what does that look like?
Yes, so I personally love one Google Calendar and color coded by category. So like all my workouts have a color, all my routines, morning routine, night routine has a certain color. My business tasks have certain colors. But if you're someone who gets overwhelmed by that, because I have a lot of clients who are like, this is too many things, I don't want to see all these things at once. You can create different calendars. So Google Calendar has a feature where you can set calendars for different life activities. So I have clients who are like, self-care is one calendar, family things are one calendar, business tasks is one calendar, work is another calendar. And that's one way where you can turn the calendars on or you can turn the calendars off depending on what you want to see. So everything is there and it's captured, but you don't have to look at it and view it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I also urge people, like I was saying in the beginning of this, try not to, time block everything down to every second, every minute, every day. Like you do want to have free space on there. This
Yeah.
is more so, what are the main things that I want to get done that haven't, especially things that haven't been getting done. Like, so if you, like I have a client, she's like killing it with her business, killing it with work. And she's like, but I feel like I'm not spending enough time with my son. I feel like I'm not spending time with my husband. I feel like I don't really get workouts like the way I want to, or I'm not losing weight or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, because none of that is on your calendar. So we had to figure those things out and put it onto her calendar. So it really is going to depend on what is your focus. So especially if you are like, I don't want all these things on my calendar, but for the next month or two, I really want to focus on my wellness. And then the following months, maybe I really want to focus on relationships. So what's on your calendar can vary as well. And we can configure it, whatever rhythm or routine makes sense for you.